Hi guys, I'm Sonal and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share 3 recipes with you. So these are 3 keto noodle recipes. So I'm not making the noodles, I'm using Tofu Shirataki noodles, and you can use any keto noodles that you like. You can use the normal Shirataki or even the zucchini noodles, both work. What I'm trying to do here is I'm making 3 dishes which are going to be quick and which have a completely different flavor profile, and I'm also going to cook it just the way I would do it if I were cooking for myself. So I'm going to just start adding whatever I have in the house and in whatever sequence that I want, and I hope you guys will be inspired to make your own recipes in this way. All you need to do is, if you're new at it, you want to keep tasting your recipes while you're adding the new ingredients. You can see that the setting of my video is different because I have been facing a lot of technical glitches lately. So my mic wasn't working, then my camera has gone for repairs, and I'm shooting on a phone, and my phone files, I lost some of them. So I hope you guys enjoy the format of this video. If you do, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell which is right next to the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to share it with your friends and family, and let's go ahead and watch the recipe. So these are some tofu shirataki noodles. You can use the normal shirataki, or you can even use the zucchini noodles or any other noodles that you like, which is keto. So this is what the texture is like, and I'm going to use a little over half a packet in each of these recipes. I'm going to wash the noodles. So let's start off with making the sauce. This is 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, and 1 teaspoon of rice vinegar. This is half a teaspoon of toasted sesame seed oil, and this is my Szechuan chili sauce. So you can take a look at the recipe. I'm going to share the link on the screen as well as in the description, or you can use any hot chili garlic sauce along with a little bit of tomato paste. I'm adding some water to make it a little loose, and I forgot to add the ginger, so I'm going to grate some ginger into this and mix all of this together to make this wonderful sauce. You can add a little bit of lemon juice to that too, and I'm going to pour it over the noodle. If you can eat it at room temperature, then this is good enough. And I've topped it up with some red chili peppers, green onions, and sesame seeds. So let's go for the next one. Here I have a hot pan to which I've added 1 tablespoon of butter, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon of garlic. You can add a little more or less according to your choice, and it's browned a little bit. And now to this I've added some steamed broccoli. I'm just going to give it a quick coating of the butter, and this is about 1/4 cup of cream. Once it's a little warm, I'm adding some nutmeg, so I'm grating the nutmeg, and that's about like 1/8 teaspoon or so, not more than that, and a pinch of salt and some Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to grate that. Once this is melted, our sauce is ready, and we can just toss this along with the noodles. So add as much cheese as you want, and I'm going to add some more on top. It's almost like an Alfredo sauce. So here I'm plating it. And let's move to the third one. This is another Asian recipe. So it's a Thai recipe. I've added 1 tablespoon of red curry paste to 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. And here I'm adding some garlic. All of these recipes are flexible. This is something that you would quickly make, so that I'm just giving you rough measurements, but you can go ahead and make it your way. Whatever ingredient you like more, you can add that. If you like this tangy, then you can add a lot more of lemon juice. So mix this up really well. And to this, I'm going to add some fish sauce. So just a few drops. And that's a pinch of salt because the red curry paste has salt already. And then some swerve for sweetness. If you want, you can leave the swerve out. And this is some more of the coconut milk because I kind of felt like it needed to be more creamy. And you can add more or less as you want. You can keep tasting it. And this is how you would cook at home if you don't have a recipe, which is what I do a lot of times when I'm experimenting. I'm just adding and tasting it from time to time. Now it's boiling. I'm going to add some bell peppers, and this is paneer. You could add tofu if you want, and I love paneer when it's warmed up a little bit, so you want to add it in the end and then put your noodles in and kind of give it a toss. You don't want to cook the paneer too long. And our dish is ready. We just need a few toppings to make it more interesting. So there you go, some green onions and red chili pepper and some bean sprouts and some steamed chicken breast. These bean sprouts are keto friendly. All the carbs are consumed while the sprout grows. And this is some more green onions, and look at my 3 recipes. I'm going to show you each of these. I'm adding some toasted sesame oil on top of this one and some olive oil on the Alfredo one. And I still have my chili sauce so that I can add it whenever I need to adjust the recipes as per my liking. So let me try the peanut one. This would taste even better with some lemon juice. So let me try the red curry paste one. I'm gonna slather it in the sauce completely. And let me taste that. So I've steamed this chicken for about like 3 to 4 minutes max. And it's tender and juicy. Let me try the paneer. And the paneer and the chicken is very similar. They're both soft, fatty and juicy. Let me try the Alfredo one now. The Alfredo one needs a little more seasoning, so I think I need a little more cheese and some red pepper flakes. And the peanut noodles. You could add a little bit of lemon juice if you like to just freshen up a little bit. And I think the red curry noodles, I am going to add an egg on top. Let me eat one more bite, because always whenever I make a soupy noodle dish, I need fried eggs, or sometimes I add even raw eggs. So whatever is left, I'll just add it to one of these dishes. I finish all of the stuff that I make. Here I'm going to make myself a tornado egg that I watched on YouTube. So you want to let the egg set a little bit, and then you start by putting 2 chopsticks on 2 ends and pull them together, move it around in a circular fashion. And I've topped it on top of the noodles, and then again my red chili pepper and the green onions and some sesame seeds. It was absolutely delicious. And now I'm gonna add all of my leftover ingredients and take my bowls and go and sit in front of the TV watching my Netflix shows. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video and will give it a try. Also share it with your friends and family. Let me know in the comments section how it turned out. Thanks for watching. Bye.